Hello and welcomes back everyone, AnthWolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as our Jedi Knight Venton Koliss on the world of Hoth. We've just ended the Starship Graveyard and are looking to try and locate... Yeah, that makes sense. Looking to try and locate the Whitemore Pirates Depot where they're holding the reclaimed data they salvaged from the Imperial shuttle back in High Mount Ridge. We've hopefully destroyed or disabled both reactors powering the ray shields, and now we're just trying to get over to the base itself. The Whitemore Pirates are in force in the Starship Graveyard, made up of multiple ships from both Republic and Imperial forces who battled in orbit during the Great War. And, there's a few people who would like to have a word with us, including a Republic Admiral. I have a message here first of all. Let's see. This is Lieutenant Curiel, who we met just before there in the Glacial Fissure, looking into the Hailstorm Brotherhood. He's considering transferring himself to the Diplomatic Corps. He's surprised that there are Imperials who are willing to talk and work alongside him. We'll speak to Leah Nerez first of all, as we've yet to actually tell her that the reactors are disabled. Hopefully her meaty droids have located the data depot. Perfect.
The meaties report the pirates' ray shields are down. Our goal is within reach. Any sign of Sergeant Rusk or his men? I expected them back by now.
I'm sure they'll arrive shortly. If not, we do this without them.
I'm not certain that's possible. If the meaties' scouting data is accurate.
Master Jedi, destroying the pirates' weapon depots took longer than expected, but the mission was a complete success. Squad strength remains at 100%.
We've got you to thank for that. We had to go it alone.
Always happy to lend a hand, Private.
This is a full scan of the Dreadnought. The technical readouts are currently under minimal guard. Unfortunately, that area lies directly between two large forces, Whitemore Pirates and Imperial strike teams.
Which side has the advantage, the Pirates or the Imperials?
They're at a stalemate. The Imperials have superior heavy weapons, but the Pirates are unnaturally resilient. Scans indicate the pirate leaders are an alien species known as Gendai, virtually impossible to kill.
Sounds like a challenge.
I will secure the technical readouts if you and Sergeant Rusk keep those forces occupied. Which enemy would you prefer to face?
Those troops are the Emperor's personal guards. I'd like to know why they're here.
As do I. Their presence here is disturbing.
Leave the Whitemore Pirates to me. I'll make sure they don't bother you.
Here are the coordinates to intercept the enemy forces. Once you engage them, I'll retrieve the technical readouts. Be careful facing the Imperials, my friend. May the Force be with us.
Sergeant Rusk had mentioned he had faced the Whitemore Pirates here prior to our arrival, so hopefully that'll go well. Okay. Also, he seemed enthusiastic in trying to take on the Gendai. Oh, well, here's the Admiral. Let's see how we can help.
A Jedi? Well, paint me blue and call me Chiz. I'm Admiral Revald. The Zabrak with the sunny disposition is my chief engineer, Aram. Welcome to the best place on Hoth.
I'm honored to make your acquaintance.
I don't know how much you've seen of the Republic presence on this snowball, but this is what it's all about. This isn't just a battle for Hoth. We went out here, and we've got the whole war with the Empire in the bag.
What makes this frozen wasteland worth fighting for?
Spread across that ice field is what's left of one of our capital ships. She was carrying a top-secret weapon prototype. The Null cannon. It can fry all the machinery on a starship without giving the crew so much as a hangnail. With that weapon in our hands, we can push the Empire back to the unknown regions.
Something like that could save a lot of lives.
We found the wreckage. Trouble is, pirates got there first, snatched up several pieces of our prototype, striking from a hidden base. We've deployed the Talls and the infantry. They're taking heavy losses out there, and we're not any closer to getting the Null cannon. We can't allow these thieving scum to leave Hoth with a weapon that can take out any starship in the galaxy.
I understand completely.
Sensors detect life forms in the nearby wreckage. The pirates may be making a grab for pieces of the Null cannon's primary power core.
Keep an eye out for anything that will help us track the scum back to their lair. And contact me once all the fragments of the power core are secure. Go out there and bust some heads.
Okay, yeah. A non-lethal weapon sounds excellent. I know there was a heroic mission there, but I'm not going to focus on that. There is a side mission just right in front of us. We'll grab that on the way.
Where'd they go? Who do I have to shoot to get some sensor data around here?
Sorry, Commander. Latest readings indicate they've established a perimeter around the ships.
I warned the Admiral something like this might happen. I hate it when I'm right.
Commander, you have visitors.
Perfect timing, Jedi. Those pirates would never see you coming. We've been caught with our pants down, and I need someone trustworthy who can clean up a mess quickly and quietly.
I am at your service.
We've lost a lot of ships over this hunk of ice, and we always meant to recover their onboard computers. Now we're out of time. The Whitemore pirates are salvaging our machines and selling our data to the highest bidder. Codes, maneuvers, base locations. If this continues, we can kiss any security we had goodbye.
How many squads are securing the area?
If we send a bunch of soldiers in there, the pirates will know how valuable those machines are. Speed up the operation. I need somebody who can be quiet, fast, and if need be, deadly. We need to wipe each computer with an ion mine. The pirates aren't going to make it easy for you either. They'd kill their own mothers to protect that salvage.
I'll keep the Republic's secrets safe.
I knew we could rely on you. Find the ships that still have functional computers and wipe them. Good luck. We're all counting on you.
Okay. Straightforward. Of course, we're going into an area which is trickling into where members of the Sith Empire are also going to be entering, which is great fun. There are 5 computer terminals we need to disable with an ion mine. Not a problem. And it looks like we're heading into the Star of Coruscant to tackle the Imperial forces next to the data depot. Alright, either way, we'll go look into these computer terminals and the Null cannon first. Can't recall, I'm not sure, there's definitely a bonus mission, but I can't remember if it's a staged bonus mission here in the Starship Graveyard. I guess we'll find out momentarily. Plenty of different makes and models of ships here. Got some Corellian YT models, some Imperial shuttles and capital ships dotted around. I mean, I think this is an Imperial capital ship. Maybe a dreadnought. The Broken Blade. A lore object here. With the Whitemore Pirates, if we had any interest. We need to get up there to find one of the null cannon parts. Okay, not a staged bonus mission, but a bonus mission all the same. Defeat 30 members of the pirate group. Wait, what? I picked up a data pad. Hello? Oh, of course they were looking for where the Whitemore Pirates base would be. We can only have one of those data pads. Did there used to be actually a ramp leading up here? I wonder if they've added that, because I thought you had to go right to the back and then head all the way up here. Have they added a shortcut? You know what? I'm not too sure. Maybe I'm going mad. Maybe it's always been here. I'm finding more data pads anyway. Yes, yes, I know. I'd like to think he just shot himself in the face. Okay, here's the third part of the Null cannon. Yoink, I'll grab that. Interesting. Oh. Wait. Maybe I am going crazy. Maybe this has always been here, but I always go down right to the bottom because that's where another part of the Null cannon happens to be. Right. Okay. I didn't realize there was two parts of the Null cannon in this this part of the wreck. Okay, that makes more sense. I thought I was going mad. There we are. Right, perfect. Right. And the last bit of the Null Cannon's power core is in the other half of the wreckage. Thank you, T7. Right. Somewhere around here is the final piece we need. There seems promising, so let's get this bonus complete. We are perfect. Right. And at the very back is where we can make use of a pirate's computer. Using the data pad, then we should be able to track where their base is, where the rest of the Null cannon may be. Should be able to survive this drop. Nice. Ooh, the light side grows stronger. Happy days.
Force was with us, Admiral. The power core is secure, and I've got a data pad with the location of the pirate base.
You made quick work of that motherless space trash. Well done. Now our troops can take the fight to them.
I hate to interrupt, but the data suggests these components were from the ancillary, not main power core. That's bad.
We still kept part of the Null cannon out of the pirates' hands. Can't be catastrophic.
Worst case scenario? The pirates already have enough of the weapon to make it operational.
You'll have to go into their base after it. Hit those sons of Hutts before they know we're coming.
I consider it my duty.
That's the spirit.
That data pad puts the pirate base inside a huge system of ice caverns not far from here.
Half the scum in the galaxy will be in there. Chief Engineer Aram and a squad of Tals will be on your heels. Once the pirates are down, Aram will secure the Null cannon for transport. It'll be the mother of all fights. Good luck.
Okay, perfect. Right, into the pirate base we go. We pull out here, right. Okay, we'll look into securing, disabling the computer terminals on the way. These are the sort of things we're looking for. See what we can find. Oh, we have a small little Republic replenishment site here. Probably buy some health kits from this medical droid, if we wished. There we are. 3 terminals down, 2 to go. Just follow this wreck around the corner. Should find what we're looking for. Gets us on the way to the Null Station installation. Let's bypass this, remember the White Mall? Ah, perfect. Can I? Don't mind me, just gonna plant this mine. This is Descendant Pride. Oh, what remains of it anyway. What's a T7? Clever hiding place. But the Jedi and T7 are even more clever. Oh, one more bonus. Give me 20 more White Maw pirates. God damn, that's a lot of energy damage. Join us. Oh shit. Almost died from bleeding damage. Ooh, that looks like more than one Null cannon. It seems the pirates may have been busy.
Hold on there, Master Jedi. Put down the lightsaber and let's talk for a moment.
Nobody else in this place has wanted to stop and chat.
My crew is a bit, overeager at times. I'll speak to them about it, I assure you. The survivors, anyway. It so happens that I can give you what you came for without any more of that unpleasant killing business. You want the Republic's superweapon? Look around you. This hangar is filled with copies of it. One for every ship in our fleet.
You built copies of a Republic superweapon, and you think it's a good idea to admit it?
Now you know what you're bargaining for. I propose a trade. You leave here with the weapons, and we leave here with our lives. That's fair, don't you think?
Let's talk details. How do we know you'll hand over all the weapons?
We can arrange for...
Reinforcements have arrived!
I see. Stalling until your people were ready to attack.
The situation was under control. You didn't have to barge in here.
Don't think we'll go quietly.
Oh, great. I mean, yes, he was a pirate, but that was a poor bit of negotiation.
So that could have gone better.
It couldn't have gone worse, unless the planet exploded in a massive fireball.
At least we'd be warm for that fraction of a second before we all died. I'd better call in and report.
Aram, that you? Heavy fire. It's a lot of interference. What status?
Sir, we have the Null cannon, but there's been a complication.
What was the... breaking up? Secure for immediate...
Blast it! I can't get the signal back. Now what do we do?
I'm afraid you lost me there.
We had no idea the pirates had reverse-engineered the Null cannon. The forces we have can just about hold this hangar long enough to get the prototype out of here, but the rest of these copies... The other pirates will get here soon, and once they have a weapon that can disable a capital ship, how many innocent people will die?
I don't even want to think about pirates armed with null cannons.
Neither do I. The only way to keep the copies out of the pirates' hands is to overload the null cannon prototype. Wipe out everything in the hangar at once. The prototype would be fried, but I'd rather spend months fixing it than live knowing that even one of these copies was left behind.
Okay, he has a point. He's talked me into it. It's only going to take months to fix. Well, then again, it's an engineer's estimate. Probably take less than that.
You're right. We can't let even one of these copies fall into the wrong hands.
Stand back. That should do it. I'll go ahead and get the transport ready. I'll see you back at camp.
Okay. And that's pretty much our mission complete. Do you have anything to say?
It's best this way. I couldn't sleep knowing the pirates could patch together another null cannon.
You kinda left it on fire there. I thought you were going to take parts of that back and repair it. Oh well, no matter. Right. Well, pretty much our time here on Hoth is pretty much complete now. Apart from we just need the technical readouts of the Emperor's Fortress. So let's get on board the Star Coruscant. And yeah, we're going to go deal with the Emperor's personal guard. seem to be leading the operation to recover maybe the data themselves. Hopefully Sergeant Rusk is having a bit of fun with the Whitemore pirates. So yeah, while we need to go into what I'd probably call the lower hangar here, players of the Sith Empire are going into an upper hangar for their own objectives, whatever they may be. And I think while we're securing the Null cannon, players on the Empire I think are also securing advanced war droids. Marine first. Ah, bugger. Someone to avoid aggroing this group. That's not the one I wanted. There is a datacron inside the Star Coruscant. It's actually one I haven't gotten yet, but it's a pain in the butt to grab. It's a minor, like, platform jumping puzzle. I've shown it off a couple of times. Yes, the datacron's right over there, right behind us on the upper level. Let's see, I have shown it off before, just very briefly. There are two moving containers, one there and one there. And you've kind of got to jump onto other containers, moving up. But you have this container, which is moving horizontally, left to right. Jumping onto that container is pretty difficult, just trying to get from getting the distance and the height. 2 times that I've attempted it while recording, I failed. All the same, no. Let's deal with the Imperial Guard. We have a bonus to defeat 10 members of the Imperial Guard and 2 of the Emperor's Guard. Hello. The hell is going on here? Well, this is awkward. The hell is going on? 2 seconds. It's because I was halfway through a skill at the time. Oh, bloody hell. Can I... So I don't want to go meet him yet. 2 seconds. What a pain in the ass. He hit me so hard. He screwed up my keyboard. There you go. Perfect. God damn it. These Emperor Guard. Impressive. Most impressive.
I hoped you would come. Our prior meeting terminated unsatisfactorily. Surrender, and you will be treated well. Resist, and, well, you know the rest.
You don't look like standard Imperial military. Who do you work for?
We are the Emperor's Guard. We protect him, kill for him, die for him. I gave you a fair chance, and you refused it. Men, kill this Jedi.
I did it! I secured the technical readouts of the Emperor's fortress. They contain schematics of its entire defense grid. Between this and the cloaking device prototype you recovered on Balmorra, we have everything we need to capture the Emperor.
Heard anything from Rusk? How did his squad make out?
The Sergeant is alive. The rest of his squad? I'm not sure. Meet me at the main Republic base. Liha Naraz out.
Okay. Hey, level 67. We have a new utility point to spend. Right. Bom 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 bom. Force Leap enables your next whirling blade to be used against a target at any percentage of health. Maybe not so useful anymore, since we are getting procs with Blade Barrage. And it doesn't reset the cooldown. Okay, cooldown of Focused Defense, we were talking about that. That would be really useful, since we use that cooldown to regenerate our health quite often. Force Leap refreshes the cooldown of Force Kick. Saber Reflect lasts 2 seconds longer. Kinda wish we had a cooldown for this as well. 1 minute cooldown isn't too bad. So a 5-second Reflect. Maybe. Yeah, we'll grab the cooldown on Focused Defense, and then I think we might get Daunting Presence for the extra reflection. Happy days. Next level for our final buff through the Vigilance Discipline tree. And yeah, it looks like we're heading all the way back to Auric Base. Right, first things first. Let's head back to Xeric. Speak to the Admiral.
Excellent work. I knew we could trust you to fry those computers. It's good to know who the Republic can count on. I'll be sure to put in a word for you with Command.
I'm just happy that the Republic's secrets are safe.
That makes 2 of us. I can't stress how important your efforts have been. You've kept the Republic's secrets out of the pirates' hands, and the Empire's. Thanks to you, we can rest easier tonight.
Everything okay, sir? You haven't said a word all day.
Yeah, fine. Just been thinking about that ship we found yesterday.
The old cruiser?
That's the one. I know it. The Deliverance. My brother served on it. Went down with it.
No way.
Yeah, like seeing a ghost.
It's a shame about the prototype. Blasted pirates must have mucked it up.
It's already been shot, smashed, and frozen. I'm sure the Null cannon can be repaired again.
It's a setback, but we'll recover. I'm not about to let one little explosion stand between us and victory. You've hit the Empire where it hurts today. I've already contacted Republic Command. They know what you've done for us here, and I'll make sure the Senate knows it too.
May the Force be with you.
It's been a real pleasure, Master Jedi. We'll have the Null cannon up and running in no time. You ought to come back and see her in action.
It's going to take months, sir. Maybe a year.
Engineers, always predicting the worst. Mark my words, we will have that Null cannon shooting Imperials out of the sky before you know it. You did good work here. If I had a dozen men like you, this war would be over already.
So it seems that his chief engineer already reported the story that occurred. Right. All the way back to the beginning, Auric Base.
Best post exchange around. You need it, we got it. Good luck out there.
It's a wonder all your men survived such an enemy. How did you defeat the Gendai?
Superior tactics, and a dozen thermal detonators. If that Gendai's still alive, I guarantee it wishes it wasn't.
We couldn't have done this without you and your men.
Your service has been exemplary, Sergeant. You and your men brought the Republic a great victory.
The heroes of Hoth. I finally get to meet you in person.
General Grain, been a while.
Hard to believe you and I started in the same squad. Still a ground pounder, huh?
Wouldn't have it any other way. It's honest work, sir.
I didn't realize you and the General were comrades.
We had some short-lived adventures back during the war.
You can hardly tell that left leg isn't real, sir. The medtechs did good work.
The 88th Armor Battalion is on its way. The 301st Infantry is being rotated back to Coruscant. I can't waste a soldier like Rusk on shore leave, so I'm assigning him to you.
For how long, sir?
Until the Sith Empire is defeated.
I'm not sure what further need we'll have of him, but he's welcome to join us.
If nothing else, he can guard your ship. The transfer is effective immediately. Good luck.
My shuttle is small. There's hardly enough room for myself and the meaties. Perhaps Sergeant Rusk should travel with you.
Be honored to. Look forward to learning from a superior warrior.
Excellent. I will deliver these technical readouts to Master Braga. You should contact him as well. May the Force be with you, my friends.
Why would a general pass over a Republic Army soldier to the Jedi? It's not normally how things are done. We're gonna have a chat with you, aren't we?
I'll requisition my gear and meet you at your ship.
Grab a bunk and make yourself at home.
As ordered, Master Jedi.
So we have a new companion. Sergeant Dalton Rusk. Raised by a colony of pacifist Chegrarians, Rusk rebelled against his family's beliefs and enlisted with the Republic military as soon as he could. He proved to be a brilliant soldier and was identified as a rising star. Somewhere along the way, his bravery crossed into the line into recklessness. Though he still accomplished his missions, casualty rates among his squad rose astronomically. His aggressive pursuit of victory over the Empire at any cost has earned him many medals from politicians, but no promotions from his commanders. He likes killing Imperials, protecting the Republic, and motivating others to fight. He dislikes avoiding fights, weakness, and disrespecting authority. He also likes to use his assault cannon. Okay. Hopefully we can try and temper that recklessness. But, time to get back on board the Defender and be on our way. That's our time here on Hoth complete. So yeah, I think we can speak to this general. I think he might begin the bonus series for our time here on Hoth, which is why we didn't speak to him originally. But, no matter. Time to get ourselves away.
Master Braga, Liha Nerez is on her way with the technical readouts to the Emperor's fortress.
I knew you two would be unstoppable together.
A Republic soldier who helped our mission joined my crew.
Good. We'll need capable soldiers, at least for a little while longer. Your successes on Hoth and Balmora have been nothing short of extraordinary. Our plan to capture the Emperor is already taking shape. Come back to Tython, my friend. We'll discuss the particulars here. Master Braga out.
Okay. Back to Tython we go. We have a few things to store away. And that's it. We have the sergeant here. Decisions. Our time here in Hoth has come to a close. I was just going to wind down the video once again. Before we go to Tython and plan the assault on the Emperor's floating fortress, which orbits Droman Cass, do we want to take some time to speak to our companions? I'm leaning towards yes. How long is this video anyway? No, we'll make it its own separate video. I wonder if we should do a flashpoint. Break things up a little. What flashpoints do we have? I don't want to be doing too many of the level 50 flashpoints, because they may interfere with the storyline. They may mention something that hasn't actually happened yet. I think the Red Reaper isn't story-centric, so we could always do that one. It's been a while since I've done the Red Reaper. You know what? Sure, why not? That's what we'll do. When we come back, before we head to Tython and speak to Master Tol Braga, we will travel back over to Carrick Station, back over to the Republic fleet, and we'll do another interlude video. We'll do a flashpoint, which I haven't done in probably 2-3 years, maybe longer, and then we'll have a bit of companion conversation prior to infiltrating the Emperor's fortress. Yeah, seems like a good idea. Thank you all for joining me. This, of course, has been AnthWolf, playing Star Wars The Old Republic. As always, feel free to comment if you so desire. And I'll see you all, as I said, next time. Till then, no, take care. Bye-bye now.